Did you know that during the American Civil War, while men fought on the battlefields, women were fighting a war of their own, often in ways that have been overlooked by history? Let us dive into the untold stories of these incredible women who shaped one of America's most defining conflicts. When we think of the Civil War, we picture soldiers in blue and grey. But what about the women? Their contributions were absolutely vital. At home, they took over farms and businesses, managing households and entire communities. They organized ladies' aid societies, raising millions of dollars for the war effort, and tirelessly knitted socks, rolled bandages, and packed food for the soldiers. They were the logistical backbone of both the Union and Confederate armies, ensuring the men on the front lines were supplied and supported. But many women didn't just stay at home. Thousands served as nurses, bringing care and comfort to the wounded in dreadful conditions. Figures like Clara Barton, who later founded the American Red Cross, and Dorothea Dix, the Union's superintendent of Army nurses, became legends. They braved disease and gruesome injuries, fundamentally changing the field of nursing and proving women could handle the horrors of war with immense courage and compassion. Their work saved countless lives and professionalized a field previously dominated by men. Then there were the spies and smugglers, women who used social norms to their advantage. Because they were often seen as harmless, they could cross enemy lines with astonishing ease. Women like Harriet Tubman, already famous for her work on the Underground Railroad, became a crucial spy and scout for the Union Army. On the Confederate side, Belle Boyd and Rose O'Neal Greenhow used their social connections to gather intelligence, risking their lives to deliver critical information that influenced major battles. They were masters of espionage, hiding messages in their clothing and memorizing troop movements. And believe it or not, hundreds of women disguised themselves as men to fight on the front lines. They enlisted for all sorts of reasons: patriotism, adventure, or to stay with their loved ones. Women like Sarah Edmonds, who served in the Union Army as Franklin Thompson, fought in several major battles. These soldiers faced the constant fear of discovery, which would lead to disgrace and dismissal. Their bravery was extraordinary, fighting not just the enemy, but also fighting to keep their true identities a secret. The Civil War was a turning point for American women. It challenged traditional gender roles and showed what women were capable of by taking on new responsibilities in public and private life. They proved their strength, intelligence, and resilience. This experience planted the seeds for the women's suffrage movement that would follow decades later, as they began to demand the same rights and recognition as the men they had so capably supported and even fought alongside. So, the next time you think about the American Civil War, remember the women. The managers, the nurses, the spies, and the soldiers. They were not just passive bystanders, they were active participants whose untold stories are a powerful and essential part of America's history. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about this hidden history, make sure to like and subscribe for more.